Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How are you doing out there?
How is it going? I am Willis.
And I'm Howard, and welcome to CastApod.
CastApod. Thank you, thank you.
Yes.
So, how's your week?
Oh, my week has been fantastic. I've started a new job. It's
Great,
been great.
congrats.
Getting ready to move. The moving session is not going to be very fun, but it's got to happen. It will happen. And
Good.
I just hate moving.
Yeah,
That's all I can say. It's very tiring to have to move. So,
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah.
Takes a
So,
lot of you.
yeah, but how's your week, man?
Week's been good. Week's been
Hmm.
good. Been just trying to adjust to a new schedule
Yeah.
at work, and
What's
yeah.
the new schedule like?
Oh, just since I was cast out of the bag or box Schrodinger's cat, something.
Something like that.
Anyway, um, well, essentially, I'm not teaching this next term here. I'm taking the term off just
Oh
so I can catch
man.
up with some rest. And yeah, that's primarily it. Just catching up on rest. So the my full-time job's work schedule. Just I'm there for shorter parts of the day. So in
Hmm.
theory, I could take nap. So
That's
that's what I've
nice.
been trying to do, and it's been working out pretty well.
Taking
Pretty well.
naps. I love taking naps.
Yeah, a nap before I take my full, going to
Sleep,
bed
man.
early
It's so
also.
weird the hours that you work too, man. That's a weird hour to have to make your body want to go.
It's different. It's
Hmm.
been an adjustment, and I'm happy to
You have to
adjust
take
further
like
away from
any
it.
like sleeping medication or anything you find sometimes.
I don't ever have any trouble sleeping, getting
Hmm.
to sleep really. It's the getting myself home and not doing something.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, so it's that's been the hardest part, but it's progressing.
Yeah,
It's at least
I
progressing.
understand.
Yes, but we have a just wonderful set of topics today. I'm excited to
Yeah,
get to a couple of
let's
them.
get to it.
Yes, I'm
What is
very
going on in the news, my friend?
in the news. I don't know what is going on.
Let's check it out.
Well, I know one of the first things that we were going to talk about was, well, really our phones, just phones in general,
Hmm.
just Google, Android, and the let me pull that up.
Oh, okay. Sorry, man.
That do you need to see more gray?
Oh no. I just didn't know if they would make this part bigger. I didn't realize that the gray was going to get bigger on there. I thought it
Oh,
made the page resized it.
okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what I
we
was.
have to zoom. I think we have to use
Yeah.
the zoom on that.
Okay. Sorry.
With docs. Yeah,
Technical
sorry. That
thing.
was malfunctioning. Yeah, I didn't mean to sound like a mean guy. Yeah, lo siento. But the Google I/O conference is one of, well, it's where Google announces all the great fun stuff
Okay.
going on with Android. And besides our app issues, I mean, I meant to upload it to here,
Hmm.
but the picture I sent you earlier of these app permissions that
Hmm.
seem to have nothing to do with the phone.
It had
It
nothing
was
to do with the app.
the apps. Thank you.
Yeah. It's completely different. And I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on? It's asking for microphones. And it's just a
Yes.
wallpaper.
Contacts.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean by contacts?
Why do you need access to so much stuff?
Yeah. But
Passwords and
yeah.
keyboards. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Gosh.
So
Anyway.
Google I/O 2014, Android One. We're using the nextweb.com. It's everything you announced at Google I/O. Um, it looks like they put some good stuff out. It's very smooth if you use it on Chrome. I use a Chrome browser on my phone. I have a Samsung Galaxy S3. And the Chrome browser works great, HTML5, and it's very smooth. It's fluid to the touch. And the next uh, version of Android, it looks like they went away with the naming things after desserts. It's now called Android L. So, hey, however that works out, I guess so.
No. The way you described it to me was awesome. The JKL
Yeah, and it's
was
JKL because Jelly Bean, Kit Kat, and then the next one is L, so they went away. I can name all of them: Cupcake, Donut,
Oh, wow.
Eclair, Froyo.
Oh gosh.
Oh no, I stopped.
Gingerbread.
Gingerbread. That was only on tablets. That's why.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Honeycomb was only on tablets. Oh no, Gingerbread was on phones too.
Yeah, it did come. Yeah,
it was Honeycomb that was only on tablets. But yeah, ice cream sandwich, Jelly Bean, Kit Kat, and now we're on the L. So they're
awesome.
they're up there in software, building software.
So check that nerd cred.
Sorry.
No, sorry.
Yeah, the nerd. I know.
No, that is awesome.
No.
Like that's a challenge.
Are you serious? You
Yes.
think that's a challenge to remember all of those? I don't think so, man.
No, absolutely. Well, that's like information like
Stupid
the fact
information.
that you watched Game of Thrones since it came out, and you were able to say the first season was
Game of Thrones, yeah.
2011.
Yep, first season 2011.
That helps me keep track.
Yeah,
keep track
2012.
Of it on, Netflix,
season 4 just finished, so you know exactly what you're looking at.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at it, so you know how old it is. So yeah.
That's really good quality.
Yeah, I would say so. I think so.
Awesome. So the yes. So with Google I/O.
What else is going on? Hey, you talk about some of the other stuff.
One thing that I liked right here is this Android One,
Mm-hmm.
which is the new standard for.
Oh, I don't know about this.
It's a standard. It's a standard for Android for the minimum hardware requirements for cheaper phones to spread Android essentially. Like the first devices will arrive in India brands like Micromax and Carbon, starting at less than $100. So they're really trying to take Android into
like everywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere possible, and you have the best experience.
The most customizable experience, which in some countries is very important. Being able to modify things on your own.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a store local that's going to have technicians that are.
That's true, and then you minimize so that they have to do. Yes. If Google teamed up with the next company, I think they should team up with would be Sony. If them and Sony could get together and make a phone work, both of you guys, Sony, you make great hardware. Your hardware is great. That's what, if I'm not mistaken, that's what iPhones use for their lenses. They use Sony lenses. Which is great. Sony lenses are really nice in those phones. iPhones, I think, have the best cameras on them. You know.
Yes.
It's so Sony get together with Google. You guys make a phone, baby. That would be the best thing ever. So.
It'd be worth it. It would be very. Oh yes, it did come back up.
Oh, you lost your Hangout, so cool.
Yeah. Well, I lost signal because it's not working on the Wi-Fi.
Sorry, he's having phone issues. There's just a couple ways to get it together.
She's just sensitive.
She's sensitive.
Yeah.
You have to
take care of her. Take care of her.
Cool. So,
oh yes, the last couple things on Google, the I/O developer conference.
Oh man, it looks beautiful. They've changed some of the APIs. It looks great. It looks absolutely beautiful. It looks beautiful.
The site you showed me, I completely agree. It looked just like the first thing I saw was 1805.
Right.
It had the simplicity to make you think that it's not really intensive, like hardware.
Yes, that's very true.
It's really, it feels very nice for it to be so early.
Yes. It's that's even before when developers are getting it, they kind of get to mess with those kinds of things, but actually build apps on that. So, hey, they actually use the SDK. I wonder if they're using Eclipse. If they're using Eclipse now, I just wonder how it is to write an app. You know what I mean? It's probably a lot easier now. Because they're also using ART as cache, ART. So I think it optimizes and helps the CPU, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah,
I was just about to.
Android Wear, that stuff looks great. It looks beautiful. That's all I can say about that.
Okay.
If Sony made a watch, it's gonna look great.
Actually, something interesting that I that made me think of. I would really like Sony if right now, if they made a device that could be like a watch, but a full out hub of information, like emergency broadcast, just things that can help the people that are in these shelters outside of, the Fukushima area.
Yeah.
And that would be amazing to me because that would have worldwide appeal.
That's
Make
very
something
true.
that tailors to all of these outdoorsmen. No need to charge it, fully waterproof.
That's
fully shockproof.
Man. The Sony phones, they are a package. They have the full package. They're beautiful. The screen is beautiful.
Reliable.
Work on the UI. It looks, just stick with Google. Go with their guidelines. That's the best thing you could ever do, Sony, is go by Google's guidelines and
Sony them.
Yeah.
Put your Sony stamp over top
exactly.
of it and you can.
I don't care if Sony it says it up by the earpiece. I don't care if it says it on the back or across the whole back. I don't even care. Just that people will know that it's a Sony phone. So you make beautiful things.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
some of the things that are just amazing right now, as far as Android goes, and it's still growing, which is one of the best things about Android. It will continue to improve, and more people have access. I mean, just imagine the type of apps that will come out of these countries now that it's in the people's interest to learn coding.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
To learn
Linda.
Just everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
That's very true.
I'm sure you'll get things better than a Yo app.
Yeah, Yo, security.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Come on, people.
Right.
Come on, people. You just can't just download anything.
Right.
Just because you start hearing about it doesn't mean it makes it the best thing in the world.
No, technically it really doesn't.
Yeah. It proved it. So apps, you want to talk about the apps slowing down?
Apps, oh, yes. Well, we were having the conversation the other day, if I remember correctly, and one of the things that we talked about was just net neutrality and how
that's true.
You can, just like they're doing Netflix, which on your PS3 where I watch it is an app.
Yeah.
If on your cell phones each individual app was given preference as far as bandwidth and not taking up part of your data, then you're looking at where these apps that have this deal with the company and the carrier will have an advantage over these other apps where you can seriously say, oh, I would love to play that, but I don't know how much of my data is going to use. I know that'll actually
you could actually see that.
Yes. So it would, I mean, I think that is somewhat serious when you get down to it. And I mean, it's getting more impacting.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yes, what stood out the most to you? Because a large part of it is you use several apps just like I do.
Yeah, I use lots of apps. But are you in what aspect are you talking about the apps that I use though?
Well, if you had to choose between the apps that you had right now, if they didn't already have that deal with your carrier to make the bandwidth free, would you still use that app?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
I think that I would still use that app. I want it to stay. I don't want things to change like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it would just totally make it change. So.
Well, what you're implying though by the answer, I'm sure a lot of people would think the same way.
Yeah.
And what that would mean is that they would actually increase their profit. Like all of these, they would only have contracts with certain companies, but all of these other popular apps that they don't make contracts with, people are going to be using their data to use those other apps that you don't have a contract
with.
And
the bandwidth will be slowed down on them.
They'll be slowed down. They might even just have to pay more for it. For the
servers and all that.
A megabyte on your preferred is free. A megabyte here, that's a couple extra cents. Per meg. So, that would actually, I bet it would have a reverse effect, and I bet it would actually drive up profits for the telecom companies. Because there will come an app made by someone in their basement that everyone's going to want.
Yeah, that's true.
And people will buy it. And if it's a 3 gig app,
Mm-hmm.
that's 3 gigs that everyone is going.
They're gonna be.
That's coming out of your plan, and
Yeah.
you're paying for extra that time.
Yep.
You know, so I mean,
Do you see it as a downside?
I see that it gives the telecom companies more power to
Over everything.
well, more power to increase their profit margins
Mm-hmm.
on things that are currently, you would assume they would go the direction of, electricity.
Yeah.
It's a utility.
Mm-hmm.
You have a smartphone now.
Yeah.
The apps are utilities that literally let you
use the internet. Yeah.
Right. So.
And that's kind of what the government wants to do, which is they're not going to go the route that everybody wants to go. So that's a given. So the lesser of the two evils is turning it into a utility that you use. It works for everything else. It works for a lot of other things like your gas or your electricity, especially if you're not sharing a house or like apartment complex with someone. It kind of works out, So it's
yes.
And the government gets their cut as well, and I think they get their fair share of money. Sure, tax. It's supposed to do it.
I am. Yes, I am in agreement. I am 100% in agreement.
Yeah.
So yes, indeed. Now, with the I would love to know what other people think. I've sometimes wonder.
Oh, the utilities.
Am I so? Excuse me. Well, about all of it. I wonder what other people think about the direction of the internet, and will it come down to us having to form our own ad hoc networks that can
we could just share. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awesome, though. I think that would be great.
Make your own beacon.
What if we could ad hoc? What if that's what Tesla was talking about? Ad hocking electricity.
Yes, and we should look this up, because I remember watching something that talked about how the electricity in the U.S. they use the ground as the ground, as in the circuit to send back electricity to the power stations and everything, and that I had no idea.
Yeah,
that's serious. Like
man.
You have a baseline current. Essentially.
Yeah, it's the Earth.
Yeah, well, going through it outside of its natural.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's just very interesting. I didn't know that in Europe it's illegal to do that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have to have dedicated actual grounds. You can't just disperse everything.
But freely. We're actually putting it in the ground.
Yes, it's.
Archaic, probably.
I could be missing, not remembering it correctly. So we're gonna look it up. We'll
find out.
Shoot, I'm putting it for next episode.
Next episode. I don't even know what the next episode number is. This is episode 8, by the way. Thank you. If you've been tuning into this, thank you so much. It's the most unorganized podcast. We're trying to get it together. We're trying to do new things, try things out. We just want to figure out our flow. So thank you for sticking with us. I'm pretty sure we can't do anything but get better. So
absolutely,
and we will keep working at this to make it the best thing for you. I mean, we even
make sure
we take show notes. We take show notes. We pull up websites. We try to give websites credit. Sorry if we don't give some of the websites credit. We apologize for that, but we're learning to do that, and we want to be able to spread the word about every. But thank you. Stuff for episode 9. Look ahead. Episode 9. We're going to be talking about looking about how the U.S. grounds its electricity and how Europe grounds their electricity. Grounds.
Yes.
Not coffee grounds.
You know what? This story you found is so awesome. I can't leave it in the dust.
Let's leave on a happy note.
Absolutely.
Click over.
Oh gosh, yes.
We'll share this to you guys.
Yes, a very cool, very high technology type article. Tree
This
Hugger.
week in high technology.
Treehugger.com, which is hilarious.
Hey, wind turbine makes 1,000 liters of clean water a day in the desert. It's a cool new concept being tested. Website, treehugger.com, you said. A cool new concept being tested in the Abu Dhabi desert uses a wind turbine to condense water from air and pump it into storage tanks for filtration. Sorry about that. And purification. He's clicking around. That was funny. He began thinking of ways that water could be condensed from air in areas without access to grid power, and the wind turbine concept was born. So looks like they're using wind to make water. Wow.
Absolutely.
That's really cool. While making electricity. That's the future, people.
Wow.
The future looks really cool.
Puts out 30 kilowatts water production, 1,000 liters per day.
1,000 liters of water per day by wind.
What's the size of this? Hold on.
Where's it storing it? That's what I want to see. Look at that. Abu Dhabi. Those are beautiful buildings. Just to add on the side.
Yes. Oh, gosh. Whew.
If those are really there, which I'm pretty sure they probably are, those are nice.
Hey, the solar highways. It got the first crowdfunding goal.
Yep.
I didn't think it would, honestly. I really didn't think it would. That seemed almost impossible. For
only 1.5 million, though.
Well, that's the start. That is absolutely the start, and probably get the actual dedicated proof of concept.
The awesome thing about this is that people are able to vote with their money. You are able to vote with your money. Just go to Kickstarter. There's all kinds of cool things, just like LeVar Burton.
Oh, gosh, yes.
Reading Rainbow. That was a few episodes back. I can't remember the episode number. But Kickstarter, he raised $1 million in the first day or hour. Something ridiculous.
Yes, something incredible.
Something incredibly...
People believed, though.
Yeah.
And like you said, they voted with their dollar.
They voted with their dollar. You can vote with your dollar on Kickstarter. What kind of world do we live in right now that we could do that?
It's magic.
And it's all you can put it through a camera that goes out, does audio, whatever. You can do your own thing.
Yes, and even I don't know, I may have closed I know I closed the window, but it's like the technology that they have a satellite router.
Mm-hmm.
That the main thing is that it has integrated Facebook, it has integrated Twitter, because as you know, if you need an internet connection, essentially it pulls the internet connection from the satellite, and to get information out, one of the biggest things is Twitter.
What about the Google balloons?
I don't know the Google balloons.
Oh, you know about they're trying to spread a Wi-Fi, like a Wi-Fi net?
I didn't know they were using balloons.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But
you never seen that, man.
I don't think. But it's that concept of to get the information out there so that in a moment's notice, the whole world can be notified without having to be connected all the time.
That's so true.
Click yes, send.
Go.
This is happening.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, look at this.
Mm-hmm. That's how they've noticed that people are trying to, like the news companies use Twitter stuff as news,
Yes.
That's a weird thing to think about.
Yes.
But here's the article. Here's an article right here. Second, flip it over. And this is about
don't click it twice.
The Google Loon balloon. The Google Loon Project Loon is what it's called. Here we go. And it's on the Social Times, but the Google Project Loon to bring balloon-powered internet to the entire world. I think that is neat. So they're trying this out in Africa right now, and they use the project uses balloons traveling on the edge of space that rise and fall according to signals from building antennas. Crazy. How are they doing that? I don't know. I have no clue how they're doing that, how that's even possible.
It makes me just think the energy requirements and what type of signal are they going to provide, because it
would probably be like 3G speeds, I would think.
That could be very efficient as far as energy right now.
Yeah. Think about the Moto G. They're using the Moto G as the first ones that came out were 3G, remember? And they were fine. And they had they had Kit Kat on them.
Yeah.
You can't beat that. And it's just a pure Motorola, and Google had a baby, and they made an okay phone. Cool. But yeah,
Awesome.
happy note, man. That was a good one.
Fantastico. All right. Thank you for coming in. Like we said,
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your kind
Check
words.
us out on Twitter.
Twitter, yes, at CastApod. Thank you.
Thank you. Should click over there.
I can click over there.